Duda has several pre-designed Insight rules to help you get the most out of your website, but we don't limit you from creating a custom Insight. Click Build Insight to get started. At the top, you'll see our progress in the Setup Wizard. Our first step is to add triggers. The next step will be to add an action, and finally to preview and publish our Insight. Underneath, you'll see the logic of the Insight displayed in a sentence. This will change as we customize the Insight, and it's a handy way to check to make sure Insight will do what you want it to do. At the bottom is the current step, Add Trigger. Insights are made of triggers and actions. Triggers are conditions, like the time of day or type of device, that when met will deliver your Insight action. Insight actions can be displaying a new row, hiding rows, or adding special effects. You can select one or combine multiple triggers here. So for example, if I choose the device trigger, I can set this Insight to only apply to mobile visitors. If I choose the location trigger, I can set this Insight to apply only to a website visitor in San Francisco. If I choose both device and location triggers, I can set the Insight to appear only to visitors using a mobile phone in San Francisco. I could also refine this more by adding in triggers for time or number of visits. For now, I'll stick with devices and location and click Next. Location is the first trigger to customize. Just enter the city you want this Insight to appear for. I'll enter San Francisco. Now remember, this means that only visitors who are accessing your site from within this city will see the Insight. Click Next. Now we can select the device this Insight will display on. We can choose desktop, tablet, and mobile, or any combination of these three. I'll just leave it as mobile and click Next. Now we can choose the action we want this Insight to display. We can choose either a new row or some special effects. I'll choose a new row so I can add new content. Choose a type of row from the drop-down, but don't worry if you don't see exactly what you want. You can always add or remove elements from the new row. I want to add a coupon, so I'll select it. Then click Next. Now I can customize the row. First, I'll choose the page I want the coupon to appear on. I'll select the home page. You can choose the row layout. I'll just select a coupon. Click Next. Now we're in Insight editing mode, where we can add or remove elements from the row, move the row, or hide other rows on the page. I'll customize my special. Let's call it Commuter Coupon. And I'll hide the row above it, and click Done. I'm taken back to the editing pane, and I can click Preview to see what my website will look like with my Insight activated. Remember, the site will only look like this for visitors coming to my site from a mobile phone in San Francisco. This looks good, so I'll click Back. Now we should give the Insight a descriptive name. I'll call this SF Special. The final step is to save and publish your Insight. You can save the Insight without publishing, but the Insight won't display in your site until you republish. So I'd recommend checking the box and clicking Save Insight. And that's how you build a custom Insight in Duda 1.